Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle reportedly had a confrontation. I mean, it sounded more one-sided. Before the Rumble, Riddle has been calling out Lesnar for years, saying he's going to retire Lesnar. So Lesnar reportedly approached Riddle backstage, just said, reportedly this is what he said according to TalkSport. He said, "Kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tag me in shit because you and I will never work together, ever." And that was pretty much the end of it. Riddle apparently has backstage heat. He was in the Rumble for less than a minute, got quickly thrown out. So a lot of people saying they think this is a work, think you'd have him look strong if this is a work and you're building to something with Lesnar down the road. But so Riddle kind of in the doghouse a little bit, even though on NXT he's getting somewhat of a push. Him and Pete Dunne won the Dusty Classic, but again, he's in the tag team scene. That's not, ever the biggest thing in WWE.
I'll tell you that, respect in pro wrestling is a very real thing. And you got people, Brock has been there for a long time. Brock is the big dog of WWE. So I'm going to just give you a scenario. If I was down in NXT or FCW and, John Cena was on top, let's say Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I and Steve get along fairly well. Stone Cold's red hot up in WWE running shit. He's the champ. He's the man at the peak of his career. And I'm down in developmental. And I start, and social media exists, and I start running. Steve's a little bitch. I can't wait to go up there and retire Stone Cold. That little bitch. And I just constantly keep doing that. Now, that might generate, this is where I think Riddle, if this is what he's doing, it generates buzz online, but the problem is you bury yourself. You think Stone Cold's going to want to work with me? There's no way in hell. Or if he is going to work with me, it's not going to be anything for me. So there's a thing in pro wrestling where you got to know how to conduct yourself in a professional manner, so that, because until you get to those top, most guys will never ever get to those top positions, and I got to experience it for a year. That, man, it's a whole other level of because you got to play that game of not overstepping your bounds, but you got to fucking know when to step up, and it's because you're trying. One guy's deciding everything, but those guys that are in, Brock has the power with Vince. If Brock doesn't want to do anything, he's not going to. If he doesn't want to work with you, you're not working with him. Who's going to tell him otherwise? He has the best contract. He has the only contract where he seems to where he has an opinion on things, because he's smart. And I just think you got to be careful. Everyone wants to get over, but you got to play the game. You're on level 1 still, man. You got to get on level fucking 8 or 9 before you can even start even kind of remotely doing that. But you got a guy, remember Yoshitatsu when Tenzai came up there and they had fake Japanese heat because Tenzai wasn't even Japanese, but he was doing the gimmick, and Yoshi started running his mouth on social media after Tenzai's getting a huge push on TV. What did they do? They just fucking threw him out there and jobbed him out right away. You don't do that. It's... So you got to know as a professional wrestler, man, it's a fight you'll never win, because at the end, this isn't, in Riddle, I think, it's not UFC. You're not going to, it's not where, if there's interest in a fight, Dana White can make that fight, because you guys, this is pro wrestling and political bullshit, and you got to navigate that shit, man. Yeah. And so, again, it could be a complete work, and that could be a way to generate interest down the road in it, but I have a feeling from how Riddle has talked about him, and not just giving you those comparisons, if I was doing that with Stone Cold Steve Austin, he isn't going to want to work with me.
Right.
Why would he can make money with 50 other guys ahead of me that aren't insulting him personally on social media. So
yeah, and your point is 100%. With if this is UFC, that's the thing to do, is call out the top guys. This isn't, and you could be kept down even further if you're. It
doesn't matter, because it's a whole other world.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are, how good you think you are, how much the fans love you. I have experienced it at the highest level. It doesn't matter. Right. Yeah. So lesson learned for him.
He's had spats with Goldberg in the past, an online spat with Chris Jericho, where he's it's not like you're working an angle. It's really demeaning it's disrespectful. Yeah.
And it's not fighting at the end of the day, as far as that goes. So.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much for watching Ryback TV. If you could smash that subscribe, hit that like button, share this channel, and for Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com, save 10% with Podcast 10, click here for my podcast conversation with the big guy Ryback, available on all podcast platforms. Click here. And for more videos of yours truly on Ryback TV, click here. Feed me more.